Have you ever wondered why horror movies feel strangely enjoyable to you? Millions of Americans pay money every single year just to feel terrified. Your heart races, your palms sweat, yet you keep watching the screen. This strange love for fear reveals something very deep about human psychology. Today, we explore why your brain actually craves horror movies and fear. Horror taps into an ancient survival instinct still wired deep inside us. Our early ancestors needed fear to detect predators lurking in the dark. That same alarm system activates today when you watch a scary movie. Your brain cannot always tell fiction apart from a genuine, real threat. So it reacts with real adrenaline, even though you know you're safe. This is what psychologists call a safe and controlled form of fear. Think about riding a terrifying roller coaster at your local amusement park. You scream, you grip the bar, yet you smile right afterward instantly. That same contradiction is exactly what happens inside a dark movie theater. Fear inside a safe context can actually feel oddly thrilling and fun. Your body cannot fully distinguish a movie threat from a real one. It releases adrenaline and cortisol, preparing your body to fight or flee. But your rational mind knows the danger on screen cannot actually reach you. This mix creates a strange emotional cocktail that your brain finds exciting. Fear plus safety equals thrill, and that thrill often feels genuinely fun. Scientists actually call this phenomenon the excitation transfer effect in psychology research. Once the fear fades, your brain relabels leftover arousal as pure excitement. That is why you feel euphoric right after a jump scare ends. Dopamine floods your system, rewarding you for surviving that imagined scary danger. This reward loop is remarkably similar to what happens after intense exercise. Both trigger stress, followed by a deeply satisfying wave of relief afterward. Your brain essentially rewards you for facing something frightening and surviving it. This is why so many people binge horror movies late at night. Think about scrolling true crime videos right before you finally fall asleep. That same brain chemistry explains why true crime content feels so addictive. Horror also gives you something rare, which is total control over fear. You can pause the movie, look away, or simply turn it off. Real danger never offers that kind of comforting pause or exit button. This sense of control makes horror feel manageable instead of truly overwhelming. You get to practice facing fear inside a completely low-stakes environment. It's like a mental gym where you train your fear response. Each scary scene you survive builds quiet confidence in your own resilience. Psychologists believe this builds real emotional mastery you carry into daily life. Facing fictional monsters can even help you handle everyday real-life stress. That is why horror fans often report feeling calmer during actual crises. Not everyone loves horror equally, and personality plays a surprisingly large role. Sensation seekers, people craving novelty, tend to enjoy horror far more intensely. Highly anxious people, however, often find horror genuinely distressing instead of fun. Your baseline sensitivity to stress shapes whether horror feels fun or awful. There's no wrong answer here, just different brains wired quite differently. Horror is also deeply social, which explains why we watch it together. Think of teenagers huddled together during a slumber party horror movie marathon. Sharing fear creates instant bonding, similar to surviving something scary as friends.
Group fear synchronizes heartbeats and strengthens social trust between close friends fast.
This is why haunted houses are often booked as fun group outings. Horror also lets us safely rehearse our darkest, most uncomfortable human fears. Death, isolation, and loss of control are universal fears everyone quietly carries. Watching these fears unfold on screen offers a strange, comforting sense of relief. Psychologists call this catharsis, releasing pent-up emotions in a safe way. You process anxiety about the world through fictional monsters and fictional villains. This is similar to how nightmares help your brain process daytime stress. Horror movies work like structured nightmares you choose to experience willingly instead. Consider why zombie movies became so popular during real-world uncertain times. Fictional apocalypses let audiences process real anxieties about pandemics and societal collapse. Horror often mirrors whatever fear is quietly dominating the wider American culture. Jump scares work because your brain hates sudden, unexpected, unpredictable, loud noises. A loud crash triggers your amygdala before conscious thought even catches up. That split-second panic feels intense, then quickly dissolves into nervous laughter. You've probably laughed nervously right after screaming during a scary movie. That laughter signals your brain realizing the threat was never truly real. Directors exploit this pattern using silence, darkness, and carefully timed sudden sounds. Your imagination often fills in gaps, making unseen threats feel even scarier. This is why creaking doors terrify more than fully visible, obvious monsters. Your brain fears the unknown far more than anything clearly shown on screen. That's exactly why suggestion scares us more than graphic violence. Think about why Halloween season makes horror movies feel so fun together. Cultural permission to be scared together turns fear into genuine community-driven entertainment. Millions of Americans decorate homes and watch horror movies every October. This tradition shows how fear, when shared, becomes genuine community-driven celebration. Even watching alone, horror satisfies a craving for controlled emotional intensity nowadays. Modern life often feels emotionally flat, predictable, and honestly a bit boring. Horror injects sudden intensity into an otherwise routine and uneventful ordinary day. This craving for intensity explains why extreme haunted attractions keep growing popular. People pay significant money to be chased through terrifying, immersive haunted mazes. That thrill of controlled danger feels rare inside our comfortable modern lives. Next time you feel scared, remember your brain is quietly rewarding your courage. That racing heart is not a weakness, but ancient wiring keeps you alive. Horror movies simply hijack that wiring for entertainment, connection, and personal growth. Understanding this psychology can change how you experience fear in daily life. Next time anxiety hits, remember your brain often overreacts to imagined danger. Just like a horror movie, most real fears never actually come true. Learning to sit with fear safely builds resilience far beyond the theater. That skill quietly transfers into job interviews, hard conversations, and big decisions. So maybe horror movies are secretly training grounds for real emotional courage. Your love for scary movies reveals a brain built for survival, growth. So the next time friends ask why you love horror, you'll know. You can explain the science instead of just shrugging and saying nothing. Fear, safety, dopamine, and connection combine to create something oddly irresistible together. Your brain is not broken, it's just doing what evolution intended. So embrace the scream, the shiver, and the strange rush of excitement. Your ancestors would be proud of how bravely you face fictional monsters. If this helped you understand your brain, hit the like button now. Subscribe for more videos exploring the fascinating psychology behind everyday human behavior. Comment below and tell us which horror movie scares you the most. Thanks for watching, and remember, your fear says more than you think.